Hi everyone. My name is Anna, and I'm 33 years old. I work as a nurse in a busy city hospital. My job is to care for sick people, and I take it seriously. I work long hours, sometimes during the day, sometimes at night. Even though the work is hard, I love it. Helping people makes me feel proud. Before last year, my life was very simple. I didn't have a boyfriend. I lived alone in a small apartment. My days were all the same: wake up, go to work, come home, sleep, and repeat. On weekends, I usually visited my mother. She lives in a quiet village and she's getting older, so I like to help her with small things around the house. Life was peaceful, but a little lonely. Everything changed one day when a new doctor joined our hospital. His name was Daniel. He was 31, just 2 years younger than me. From the moment he arrived, everyone noticed him. He was tall, had soft brown hair, kind blue eyes, and a gentle smile that made people feel calm. All the nurses liked him. He was polite, funny, and always ready to help. At first, I didn't think he would ever talk to me. I don't wear fancy clothes or do much with my hair. I don't look like the women you see in magazines. I'm just a regular woman, and I've never thought of myself as someone people fall in love with. But Daniel surprised me. He started greeting me every morning. He smiled and asked how I was doing. One day, he sat next to me during lunch. We chatted about work, small things, and somehow, it felt easy, comfortable. Then, one rainy evening, he offered to give me a ride home. I said yes, and we drove through the city, talking the whole way. We talked about our lives, our families, and our dreams. I found myself laughing and smiling more than I had in a long time. After that, Daniel started driving me home more often. He would sometimes bring me tea at work or save me a seat at lunch. We weren't just co-workers anymore. We were becoming friends. And slowly, I started to like him. Really like him. One weekend, Daniel asked me if I wanted to go see a movie. We both had a day off, so I agreed. We watched a funny film, then walked around the city afterward. We talked for hours. I felt light and happy, like I was 18 again. I wondered, did he feel the same? But a few days later, everything changed. We were having coffee during lunch when Daniel said, "Anna, I need to tell you something." He looked serious. Then he said it. "I'm married." My heart dropped. I didn't know what to say. Married? He never wore a ring. He never mentioned a wife. I just stared at him. Daniel told me he'd been married for 5 years. His wife's name was Laura. They didn't have children. He said things weren't good between them. They didn't spend much time together. They had grown apart. "We're very different now," he said. "But when I'm with you, I feel alive." I sat there quietly, trying to understand everything. I didn't know whether to feel sad, angry, or confused. Why did he come close to me if he had a wife? I liked him. That was the truth. But I didn't want to be part of something wrong. I didn't want to be the other woman. Still, it was hard. He made me feel seen. He listened to me. He was kind. And I knew he wasn't lying about his feelings. But was that enough? A few days later, I went to a big supermarket to buy some groceries. As I turned down an aisle, I heard a voice I recognized. It was Daniel's. I looked up and saw him, with a woman. She was beautiful. Tall, graceful, with shiny hair and perfect clothes. She looked like someone from a fashion show. And she was laughing with him. They looked happy. Like a real couple. I froze. I turned and left the store without buying anything. I walked home with tears in my eyes. I felt like a fool. Why did he talk to me like I was special when he had her? That night, I couldn't sleep. My mind was full of questions. Did he lie to me? Was he just bored? Or did he really care about me? The next day at work, I saw Daniel again. He smiled at me like nothing had changed. But I couldn't smile back. I took a deep breath and said, "We need to talk." He looked surprised. "What's wrong?" he asked. "I saw you with your wife," I said. "You looked happy. I don't understand why you're spending time with me." Daniel looked down. He sighed. "Anna, it's not what it looked like. Laura and I smile in public, but inside, it's different. We've been distant for a long time. But with you, it feels real. I can be myself." I listened. But my heart was heavy. I told Daniel I needed time to think. Over the next few days, I spoke to my best friend, Myra. She always tells me the truth. When I told her about Daniel, she didn't judge me. She just said, "Anna, you deserve someone who chooses you completely. Don't accept less." Her words stayed with me. 1 week later, Daniel asked if we could meet. I agreed. We sat on a bench in the park. It was quiet. He looked at me with soft eyes. I said, "Daniel, I care about you. But I can't keep doing this. If you're unhappy in your marriage, you need to fix that first. I can't be part of something that hurts another person." He nodded slowly. "I understand," he said. "I'll think about what I really want." I stood up. "I hope you find peace, Daniel." "I really do. But I have to take care of my heart, too." We said goodbye. And I walked away, feeling sad, but also strong. That night, I sat by my window and looked at the stars. I thought about all that had happened. Life is full of choices. Some are easy, some are very hard. But sometimes, doing the right thing means letting go, even when it hurts. I don't know what will happen next. But I know this: I am worth being loved honestly, openly, and fully. And one day, I believe I will be.